Hello, everyone. Welcome back to This Day Zen with Saj podcast. It is I, your host, sajeedahdahliah. Today, I have here with me a very special guest. But before we get into that, we're going to catch up. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is fine, even though I've been ill for 2 weeks. Well, I turned 20 last week, and everything has just been insane after that. Well, everything's going to get better eventually, alhamdulillah. So now let us get into why we're here today. Our guest, Umar Yaradua, he's here to talk to us about everything growth, fitness, and just life in general. Umar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Umar Yaradua, and it's an honor to be here.
Since this is actually our first conversation outside emails, let's start light and get comfortable. These people don't really know you as well. Well, even I don't know you as well. How would you introduce yourself beyond your last name?
Okay, beyond the name Yaradua.
Yes.
Okay, for the longest time, I've always felt like I've just been a shadow behind the name Yaradua. And everyone knows me as my dad's son, but no one knows who I am actually. So that's why I decided to start all this, and that's why I even made that video, that one video
That went viral. Oh, we're going to
I
get
got
to that.
dragged.
We're going to get to that. Don't worry. What first sparked your journey towards self improvement and discipline?
If you knew me 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was the worst of the worst. I won't
What's
even,
that's
no, I
bad.
won't. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. All I knew was Fortnite. My whole life was just Fortnite.
Really?
I was addicted. I'll wake up at like 6 a.m. I won't stop playing till like I'll play for like 12 hours non-stop.
Wow.
I once did 3 months without leaving my house. I was in my room. I chased all my friends away.
That's actually
It was that bad. We traveled, I think, went to Orlando. I think all my siblings they were exploring the city. I was just in my hotel playing Fortnite. My parents went to market to pray for me. I still
okay, so it was that bad.
trust me, it was I always remember how my dad when he enters the room, he used to always give me this look like he's just disappointed in me.
Wow.
And yeah, so and also I wasted 2 years of my life. Because of that I didn't start school early.
Oh,
All my
uni?
yeah, I didn't start university early. All my cause my secondary school mates they were almost finishing and I was just there playing games, so you could imagine.
Wow.
So I went from that to
You see, people
this.
don't know this.
Yeah,
Like
so
people on Twitter saying all their shit
they don't know
stories.
what I went through.
Wow. Okay. I've seen that a big part of your story is your physical transformation, which is something a lot of young people can relate to. Let's talk about that part of your journey. What role did that play in shaping your mindset overall?
Now the gym it helped me with my discipline a lot more than you know. Actually I go to the gym not for the physical but for the mental. The gym it changes you because nobody wants to work. It's not easy going
Yes.
out to go and work out, but when you force yourself it builds your discipline,
Hmm.
and it really helped me mentally. If I was going through anything, any pain, I just go and pour it out all at the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I should say this, but
No,
when I
say
got
it.
my first heartbreak,
Yes.
instead of crying or going to beg or whatever, I didn't
Yeah.
do all that. I went to the gym, I poured everything there. So yeah,
That's
that's how
very
I
relatable because
transformed.
even I, when I have like very slow days, when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do anything. See, the first thing I go and do is cardio. I get on my bike because I have a stationary
Yeah,
bike.
yeah.
I get on it 45 minutes and I'm good.
Hmm.
It's like you sweat out all
Yeah, people
the
don't know
bad
the gym
energy.
because some people when they're going through stuff,
Mm.
some they go through, or maybe I should smoke or take
Yeah, go to
take stuff,
drugs and
yeah.
all that.
But the gym is another alternative. You could
Mm.
gym, meditate, all that. It helps you
Yeah,
mentally.
because I heard working out releases endomorphins, happy hormones. I think that's what
Yeah,
the happy hormones. So a lot of people don't realize that everyone should get into the gym, even if you're not lifting weights, you should
just do it
start
for the
running or
mental.
something. Exactly, something little. What was the hardest part of that process? Starting, staying consistent, or pushing through when results were slow?
Staying consistent.
Yeah.
I've been on this self improvement stuff for like I would say 3 years now.
Yeah.
So I had these circles. I'll go hard for a week and I'll go back to my old habits.
Mm.
Then I'll go hard again. So that kept on. I
There was
kept
no
doing that for
balance.
like months, or I'll say years,
Yeah.
till I realized, oh, I have to I have to take it easy on myself. I have to start small because, let me use the gaming word noob. I was a noob at discipline.
Yeah.
I had to build the skill first. So I just started with, I decided, okay, every day I wake up, I'll just make my bed. From that, I added
Yeah.
it.
Start
And now,
small.
yeah, I now added it. I was like, okay, after I make my bed, I don't have to go to the gym. I'll just do push ups at home. So that's how I started building small, small till.
And the amazing thing about building is when you start little and you can see what your body can do, you start to crave it more.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
start to crave it more. Like today, if I wake up and maybe I just do like 10 jumping jacks and I have so much energy, I'm like, then I can run. Then I
Hmm.
can go for a run if I have
Exactly.
this much
I never,
energy.
like, for me, I never thought I could be someone that will sit down and read books.
Yeah.
I used to look at people when they used to read books. I'll be like, nah, that's crazy. I
Yes.
can't do that. Till I started, I was like, oh, it's actually interesting. When you
Yeah.
start reading books, you start learning. So I started enjoying that also.
You just keep surprising yourself.
Honestly.
It's a wonderful thing. Now let's talk mindset and motivations. Shifting mindset overall isn't the easiest thing, and staying consistent is even harder. I want to go a bit deeper into how you've built the discipline you have today. How did you shift from your old mindset to the one you currently have?
Okay, I realized, you breathing right now, you're not in control. Your heart beating, you're not in control. The only thing you can control is your mind.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can control in this world. And once you have that mindset, everything falls into place. So before I even started, I had to change my mindset. I really wanted to change. When you have a strong enough why, you can overcome anyhow. So I had to, I hated who I was, and I
Yeah.
needed to change.
There's this it's not really a quote, but it's a saying that I really love. You have to be tired of being tired before you can actually make the change.
Exactly. I know. I even had this quote also I heard. If you always do what you've always done, you always
Yes.
get what you've always got.
Gotten,
So you have to
yes.
change.
You have to get out of your comfort zone
Exactly.
and do something that scares you. That's lovely. What practical steps helped you to stay consistent?
Okay. Discipline, like I said, is a skill. It's not something you're born with.
Yes.
Something you train. It's like a muscle. So you have to start small. And how you can upgrade that skill is the moment that you don't actually feel like doing it and you force yourself to do it, your discipline will increase.
Yeah.
So that's how I was building that skill. Because
Yes.
trust me, there are days I don't want to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every day that I want to post content or script or whatever. Sometimes I just want to lay down, scroll,
Yeah.
do something, but I force myself. Because,
You know it's good
yeah.
for you. Thinking about the bigger picture also helps a lot
Mhm.
because maybe people don't just think about the possible outcomes of how great things can actually be. They only think about how they feel at the moment. Like, okay, maybe you
Exactly.
just feel tired at the moment. We don't think about, okay, what if I actually get up and do this thing? Like, the version of me in the next hour will be
So
so
that's a hack
different.
I actually used.
Yeah.
I made my future self my best friend. Like,
Yes.
make things easy
Embodying.
for him.
I have an episode that I talked about embodying the future version of
Mhm.
yourself. I'd like to know how you deal with people misconstruing your words on social media. I believe comprehension skills are on a decline, especially on Twitter.
Ah,
People cannot comprehend things.
that.
And there was a specific video we talked about it before. There was a
Mhm.
specific video where you talked about how privilege can only get you so far. Even my mom watched that video
Hmm.
and she liked it actually. She liked the
I'm glad
video.
she did.
And people said you sounded tone deaf. Personally, I didn't see it as tone deaf.
Thank you.
It felt like raw honesty and self awareness. How did you process their reaction?
Okay, at first, once the hate was happening, I was actually out, my friends. And then my sister kept on calling me. So what's going on? Now picture, I was like, they're abusing me. Oh. It's like, huh. Then she now sent me a screenshot. That was when back then, before all this, I've never gotten any hate or whatever. So
Yes.
when I started getting the hate, then I was like, I'm not going to check the comments or the quotes, so it
Yeah.
doesn't even affect me. But I saw some. There was even this guy who was like, if he sees me in person, he'll beat me.
I saw the teachers.
Actually, I was so close to telling him, please, should drop address, I'll come myself.
Exactly. All the
But then,
hate you've been lifting is in play.
hmm, but I didn't mind them because as long as I know what's true in my heart,
Yeah.
so, and the message I was trying to get across, there's this mentality. Any small thing, they'll be like,
Your father's
do
name.
you know who my father is?
Mm,
You know, Nigerians have that mind.
yeah.
Anything. Do you know who my father is? So all I was trying to say, yeah, we know your father. He built his name. You need to build yours too. You need to be somebody
Yeah.
outside the family name. So that was what I was trying to get across. But
Yeah.
no, anything small, nepo baby, blah blah blah.
Exactly. And one thing I believe is, if you're saying something that is very beneficial to people and something that is very important and is good and it's not harming anyone and you're getting hate for it, then the problem necessarily isn't even with the way you're passing across the information. It has to do with the way people are receiving the information and also internalized hate they have for themselves. Because at the end of the day, you were not harming anyone, you were just passing across
Thank you.
information, and they just decided to take it as you were rubbing in your privilege in their
Yeah, like I
faces.
was bragging.
Yes, and it didn't come across
And
as
they
that at
actually
all.
proved my point, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, if not for your father's name, I wouldn't have watched this video." And that was
Yeah,
what I was trying to tell them.
yeah.
I know.
So they're
So
like contradicting themselves,
exactly.
basically. So I'm glad we talked about that. So everyone you can hear, the hate did not get to him, and you cannot bring him down.
Now after that, I don't think any hate could get to me now.
Yeah, it's good. Let the haters hate, as long as you're doing you.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I appreciate about your content is how you openly acknowledge your privilege, both your last name and the strong parental influence. I watched a particular video where I think it was your dad's birthday,
Yeah.
so that you posted a lot, and the letter you wrote to him,
Yeah.
I really love that so much. I'd like to unpack that a bit. How do you balance staying authentic while navigating public perception of privilege?
Okay. I try my best to not be perfect online. I show people like the real me.
Mm,
That's why I told people, okay, I was addicted to gaming. I'm not perfect. I think there was a time I even posted my behind the scenes so people can see, oh, this is how I create the content. It's not
yeah.
like I know what I'm doing, but I'm not perfect. I'm still learning and everything. And by having the family name, or should I say, yeah, the family name, everyone, you have this image you have to,
Yeah, people hold you to a
yeah.
higher regard than most people. But then, is it easy just being yourself, like with the imperfections and everything, and not succumbing to the image like people have of you?
Nah, it's not easy because some people are just waiting for you to mess up so
Yes.
they can
So
let me use the
like
word,
this one,
so they can
he's the
cast
black
you.
sheep of the family.
They so they can like cast you or whatever.
Yes.
Anything small, they're just waiting for that moment to
Yeah.
catch you off guard.
And I feel like that's the same thing that happened on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just looking for the opportunity to just drag you, because this is not your first video. It
It's
wasn't
not.
your first video. It was just the one that managed to go far on
Nah,
Twitter. And Twitter is just a very
even reached
deadly place.
Facebook. I don't even use Facebook.
I feel like Facebook is a safer place.
Yeah,
It's sane.
I checked the comments. They insulted me. That
Yeah, too. Wow. Oh my god. Um, one thing I really want to push for on this podcast is young people having peers that they can look up to. I'm honestly a bit tired of only seeing older people who have already gone far in life being the ones giving advice. Their perspectives are valid, of course, but sometimes it's only relatable to an extent because they grew up in a different generation. That's why I really admire it when I see my peers flourishing. It puts me in the mindset of, if they can do it, then so can I. I truly admire your work, Umar, and I think it's powerful for your listeners to hear lessons from someone close to their age who is putting in the work and seeing results. What's one lesson you've learned the hard way that you wish more people would understand?
okay. Change is not easy. If you want to change, get ready to be uncomfortable. You have to force yourself. Especially there are things you wouldn't want to do. You won't want to go to the gym. You won't want to read. You have to force yourself.
Hmm.
So I learned that the hard way. I had to force myself to do stuff till because I know it's for a
Greater
but
purpose.
yeah.
Mm. What's your favorite book that you've read for self development?
Actually, I think I've read just two books, which is
Okay,
crazy.
would you?
Atomic, because I'm still trying to get
Yeah, but
into the
there's
habit of.
always like, maybe like the first self development book that you've read is probably the one that would mean the most to you.
Hmm. But for me, it wasn't actually books.
Yeah,
It was YouTube. There's
YouTube
this guy
videos.
called Hamza. So when I started scrolling, then I first watched this video about self improvement, and I
Yeah.
knew, oh, I have hope. Like I could,
Yes.
I can become uncooked. I can change
Yeah.
my life. So I became addicted to watching his videos. But what I did was I'll be watching his videos without taking action. I'll just be
Yeah.
getting that motivation. till I decided, okay, I'll watch his videos and actually start trying to take actions. Started waking up at like 4. I'll do the cold showers, whatever.
Mm.
That didn't last because waking up by 4 is not easy.
It's not at all.
So yeah, that's how I slowly, painfully, I changed my life. And none of my friends knew this. It was just me. No one knew this. Maybe my sisters knew this, my
Yeah.
family. Because I remember there was this time my friend, he came into my room. He now saw my wall. I was like writing my goals, whatever, the
Yes.
habit tracker. He now looked at me. We didn't expect this.
Yeah.
Like no one expected it because outside I'll be smiling, how far guy, but inside no one knew I was trying to change my life.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to keep it to yourself because the more you talk about it, it's not everyone that sees the vision.
Thank you.
It's not everybody that's on that path. And actually, as they say, it gets very lonely on your self improvement journey.
It
You lose a
is.
lot of friends. Did you lose a lot of friends?
I won't say I lost friends, but before you find someone that's on this journey like
Yes.
you have to go through that lonely
Mm.
phase. Yeah, I'll go out and talk with my friends, even though I won't relate to some of the things they're talking about
Yeah.
because I'm way above that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lonely at some point.
Sometimes it's not even just about finding someone that's also on that journey with you. It has to do with people around you and how they perceive information. Like for me, I did lose a lot of friends. It made my circle smaller. And it was not just because my friends weren't growing, it was more of if I spoke about something, because I'm someone that I try my best when I'm talking about something not to come off in a very condescending way.
Mm-hmm.
And if I speak about something, maybe you do something wrong, or you don't even do something wrong. Maybe it's just like friendly advice. You're doing something, and I'm like, oh, you know, try this,
Yeah.
and then they decided to make it seem like I was putting myself in a light that I was making myself better than
Yeah,
them,
yeah, yeah.
and it wasn't really like that. Like I'm learning this, and I want to carry you guys along, and I'm not the type of person that will force things on people. If you don't want to do that, do you? But then we're sitting together, and you did something that was just not very proper, and I'll be like, oh, maybe try this, and all of a sudden I'm the one that is making myself
No,
like I
some
don't
people they
believe
don't
that
like being corrected at all.
exactly. So, and those kind of things, they're not really the breaking point, but they're like little pebbles that make you see, okay, these people in a different light. That, okay, then from then on, the cracks start to show that, oh, our visions don't align,
Yeah.
like that, you guys lose
So that's
touch.
why at some point I distanced myself. I was always alone.
Okay, before we round up, let's take a reflective pause. If you could talk to your younger self before everything, before the growth, before the gym and everything, what would you tell him?
To never lose hope.
Yeah.
Because I lost hope at some point. I thought I could never change.
Yes.
Yeah, I had this depressive state, as you could imagine. So for me to be able to change myself, and that's why I actually started this posting content in, because I saw my little brother. He was going down the same path as me.
Yeah.
He was becoming addicted to playing games as well. I always talk to him because I know what I went through. I didn't want him to go through that. So I decided, why not? I'll start posting. And if I can help him, I help other people as well. That
Yes.
will mean
You
something
see,
to me.
that's very important because before everyone else, you're trying to be the best role model to your younger brother. And that is very, very important. You're doing it for a good purpose. You're doing it because you experience this decline in your life and you also want people to see that it's possible to get out of that. And that's like very important. I feel like we need more people on social media that are showing people that yeah, it's quite possible
Hmm.
to, especially the fact that you're young. So it's very important. The work you're doing is really, really important. I just wanted you to
Thank
honestly
you.
let
I
you know that.
appreciate that.
Okay, so what's next for you in terms of personal growth or projects you're working on, just so the listeners know what to expect from you in the near future?
Okay, I posted this video about habit tracker. And everyone has been asking me about that. So I'm working on that.
Like a book or an app?
Like it's it's like a PDF that I'll create.
Oh,
I'll give
okay.
it out for free. You don't have
Yes.
to pay. So it will help you. When I'm done with it, I'll share it with my followers so they can all
Yes.
start using it.
Yeah. But then the if it's a PDF, then would it require like the person to have like an iPad to like take or
No, no, all you have to do is print it, then paste it. Because that's
Oh,
how I do
okay.
it. I paste it on my wall.
Yeah.
For the habit tracker to work, you need to paste it somewhere obvious where you can
Mm.
see it. Then you
Yes.
can track your habits and everything.
Okay, that's amazing.
And also one thing, I actually want to have a boxing match. I'm not yet a boxer. I don't know how to box, but that's
Yes.
one of my future goals.
Yes.
Before I leave this country, I want to have a match.
So you guys tune in, tune in.
Hopefully, they don't beat me up, sure.
Don't worry, with enough training, I'm sure you'll be able to knock. That's
Mm.
the
I'll
lingo.
knock the haters,
Exactly, knock them down.
especially that guy. He should come,
He should
please.
be your first opponent. He should come. Okay. Finally, where can the listeners connect with you and follow your journey?
On my Instagram. But also because before I had a YouTube channel,
Mm.
so I'll start posting longer content there. I'm still trying to get used to the Instagram thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to adjust first. Then I'll start posting
longer form
the
content.
longer form also. Then also I'll create a new Instagram account. But that one is just for my Quran journey. Whoever who wants to, if you want to get inspired by that,
Yes,
you want to follow me on my journey because I told myself I want to memorize the Quran before next election. That is in
yes.
like 2 years.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. At the end of the day, your effort is
Yeah.
your effort. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to leave Umar's socials on the description box down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast as much as we enjoyed recording it. Did you enjoy recording it?
Of course I did.
As much as we enjoyed
It's my
recording it for
first
you guys.
podcast.
It's his first podcast, and he's also the first male guest on the Season with Search podcast. So that's a very big thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed recording it for you guys. Don't forget to leave a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and also leave your ratings as well. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.